Hi everyone. I'm going to be doing my fact sheet on the Latinx people in the Latinx community. So, I think one of the ways that can change and shape the way that people report on Latinx people and Hispanic people is number one, just learning that there's a lot of diversity in the Latinx community. I think a lot of people don't understand that it's not just Mexico or it's not just Spain. Referring to someone as Spanish when they're from Mexico is incorrect. Referring to someone as Mexican when they're from Spain is incorrect. So just learning that there's a lot more to it than that. I would also say that another element of it would be learning, that there's a lot of different languages in the Latinx community as well. Most Hispanic people don't even speak Spanish. A lot of them only speak English. Some of them are bilingual or even trilingual, with a lot of people speaking Portuguese from Brazil or Portugal or other places in South America. So, yeah, I mean, another example I'd probably give is just that, kind of destroying the notion of like how dirty you, Spanish places are, like Mexico. We've seen the jokes about, how they'll show the US and Hollywood and it's like the normal colors, everything like exactly how it is. And then when Mexico is portrayed in Hollywood, it's the same buildings and everything, but it has the yellow film on it, which like it's a joke, but it's also just not accurate at all. So it's really diminishing to Mexico, the Latinx community as a whole, and just kind of dehumanizes the area. Speaking of dehumanizing, Mexican people and Hispanic people and South American people have been dehumanized for a long time due to harmful stereotypes that people don't even understand are harmful. Obviously, being portrayed as criminals is not something that we want to be portrayed as, but even being portrayed as working class people, like a gardener or a maid or a construction worker, people don't realize that that's pretty dehumanizing as well to the Latinx community because there's so many Hispanic people that are in these middle and upper class levels of professions, and that's going to bring me to my final element that's going to change that should change and shape the way people report on Latinx people. It's just you know focusing on underrepresented stories. I don't think we focus enough on coming of age stories that come from the Hispanic community, and you definitely don't hear a lot about how many Latinx people are in major fields like STEM, or higher professions like a lawyer or a CEO. So just focusing on representing those, categories can help diminish the thought that Hispanic people are always going to be in the lower class. They're always going to be working hard forever. They live in a dirty area and that they only speak Spanish or that they're only from Mexico. So, yeah, just kind of learning that the Hispanic culture isn't just Mexico or it's not just Spain, that there's a lot more to it than just the areas that most people only bother to see.